The title of the exhibition is Microcosm, and the reason for that exhibition name is that all of the artists in the show, their work is about organic life and how it relates to their own individual processes. Jiyong Lee takes optical quality glass, which is very heavy and very dense, and he's able to precisely cut it apart and then use a laminate process to color the interior. And then when he is reassembling the sculpture, in its final presentation, the light reflects off of the interior of the glass laminate and reflects the color back outwards, which gives the illusion of the piece actually glowing from the interior. Kait Rhoads' material, in its relation to aesthetically sea life in organic forms, she utilizes a process of Murini cane, which is a glass technique where a rod is created and then dissected, and then she takes those individual parts and fastens them together through a process of metal wire attachments. She also works in jewelry, and you can see the aesthetics of a jeweler being represented in her larger sculptural forms. Benjamin Cobb's work is informed by his interest in the similarities between both human anatomy and natural organisms. In the series that we have presented here at the gallery in this show, he titled the work Muscle Grouping, referring both to the sea life organism muscle and also the human anatomy of muscles. And Myles Keough is a local artist, and his work is all about the creation of fictional cities and imagining what sort of areas they inhabit.
I was into printmaking, painting, all kinds of different works, but what I really liked doing was understanding how spray paint could break apart and be something a little bit different. Through my printmaking and doing viscosity prints and different kind of acid etchings, I was able to get some really fun pictures out of it that weren't typical. And then I really wanted to explore how I could do that with spray paint. So with the help of friends and lots of different trials, I was able to break up spray paint in different ways with different chemicals. And to the point where now it looks natural and flowy, but in reality, the spray paint effects that I get are all pretty pre-planned. You know, so I know about almost exactly how each one's going to break apart through all those trials and errors. Not saying I know exactly where each little speck of black's going to go, but each different chemical and technique has its own way of breaking and changing or diluting the spray paint. You know, we planned the show a year ago and had no idea about a pandemic, so I've come across struggles from the get-go. I was supposed to have panels delivered to me in March, and the pandemic kind of slowed that down. It was very difficult to get panels in. Wood places were closed, people were closed. I had to reach out to a buddy of mine who's a cabinet maker. He worked a special deal with me to make all these panels to get them in time for the show. But then when it comes to getting materials or going out to get higher end things that I needed to make what I needed, and everybody's closed or we weren't having things in stock, it forced me to kind of change what I was doing, my color palette, forced me to look at how I was doing that process and see if I could change anything around. It also kind of gave me an escape. I mean, I'm a social person. I like to go out. I'm a hugger. You know, I like to be around people. It inspires me when I'm not just alone. To not have that, it really had to change the way I did my process. And I think it really changed the way the paintings came out. A lot more negative space, a lot more dark space. A lot of them look like they're growing or exploding out. And then you have the recession, you know, the withdraw in. So the time of the COVID shutdown really showed through in those paintings as well.
Myles Keough's work relates to the rest of the exhibition in the appearance of the cured resin coatings that are the finishes on his paintings reflect light in a similar manner.
You know, I had only seen some of this glass work before, but then the way I do the clear coats, the depth within the resins, I really appreciated the different works of glass that were here and how that helped add to and make a very cohesive show throughout just the level of shininess and shapes and work. I thought that was nice.
In addition to the main exhibition, we also have a special exhibition of Jan Huling's work on view in the front of the gallery. This show and the special exhibit are on view until October 17th. For more information, you may visit DuaneReedGallery.com.